I asked you to do number 1, number 7, and number 11. How many of you tried it? Thank you.
It's really simple.
Was it simple? Did you guys? How many had questions about it? About number 1, 7, or 11? Yeah, John.
I didn't quite get 7.
Okay. Can somebody help us out with what they did with number 7? You want to bring yours up and put it on the document camera and let us see what you did?
So they're just replacing the N with 34, and so you can replace it here too. What?
Can you zoom up so we can zoom? You know, zoom in.
So we were just replacing N with 34, which is what they're saying, and so we could replace it here also if it is equal to the same. And so I just found out what that was, and it was 8 was 227.
How did you know that you could just replace it?
Well, because they're the same value, because they're the same letter.
Any questions for Austin? John, does that make sense?
Something like that.
Didn't it say to find the first 5 times of it too? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you do that? Would you go put yours under there and let us see what you did? Thank you, Austin, for showing us that.
Thank you, Austin. You've been a great help. That's good.
So what I did was I knew it was going by 7s, so I did the same thing Austin did, though I did found all of them and then found 34.
Okay, so go ahead. I'm not following. Say it again.
So like for 1, I did 7 times 1 is 7, and then adding a negative 11, I got negative 4. And then for 2, I did the same thing but got 3, and then 10, 17, and 24.
Did you know what A of 0 was?
Yeah.
How do you know what A of 0 was?
It gives it.
Huh?
It's the Y.
It's the y-intercept. It's negative 11. Because if you add...
I'm seeing some kind of confused looks from back here. Are we all good on how you know the A of 0?
Because like since it's a negative 4, you subtract negative 7, or you subtract 7 and you get negative 11. It's just like adding 4 and 7 and you get 11, but you add a negative sign.
Okay, so I'm hearing 2 different ways that you're thinking about it. One is negative 11 is the y-intercept, so I know that that's got to be when n is 0.
Simplicity.
A7 equals negative 11. And do you have a different way you were thinking about it? You can write up there.
I was thinking, so like, if you just, since it's a negative 11, and then number 1 is negative 4, you subtract 7 from that, and it's negative 11.
And how do you know to subtract 7?
Because if you're going back 1 on the x, you have to go back 1 on the y, or back 7, because it's going by 7s.
What do you guys think? Some of you had this look like I have no idea what she's talking about, and I can't tell if it's I'm tired and I just don't want to look like I'm ready to wake up, or if some of you are going, I don't have a clue what she's saying. I can't tell from your looks. Aries, can you explain to us what she's saying?
If you're going to go back for x and it's 0, then you have to go back how many for the y.
Say it again, I didn't hear you.
That if you're going back to find 0 on x, you have to go back how many it's going by on the y.
Right?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for asking, John. It gives us a great opportunity to talk about what we're struggling with. With your elbow partner, would you remind yourselves what's the difference between a sequence and a function? There's definitions on your paper already. You're welcome to read those if they don't make any sense. In fact, right now, while you're at it, would you write your own definition of what a function is and what a sequence is while you're talking with your partner? I'm going to ask some people to share them, so be sure you get them written down. Right here on your notes.
Well, real quick.
Didn't really get it. Hold on.
Real quick. I can do it. Yeah, you can. With a little training, could. You can get around.
And then the sequence is like a common difference. So like if you want to find what the number is going by, like 7 minus 4 is 3, so you know it's going up by 3s.
Confusing.
Yeah.
So Brent, would you explain back to her what you think she's saying to you?
Well, I don't really hear, but it sounds like you were going up by 3s.
Tell her how you think they're saying with her. You guys
That's what it sounds like.
put your fingers on your camera at the time when I need you. Okay. How about your definitions right now?
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Did you go up by 3s?
Yeah. So the examples go like 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, so you know it's going by 3s.
Yeah.
If you subtract 13 from 10, it's pretty obvious. And then for the function, basically it's like, I guess you could say it's a table or like f of x, and then like your equation, so it's like in a y-intercept, like, not y-intercept, but like mx plus b format, but it has like that letter, and then it's of x, and then your equation.
If you get stuck, let me know, because we're here for conversation.
Sounds understandable.
You can take yours and submit it and put it up on the camera, okay? So be sure you
I just didn't do it because I wasn't here, so it's,
We were here, you said.
yeah, I wasn't in this.
But I think, I don't know, that's what I think it is. My definition is all positive counting numbers within the pattern for the function and subtracting one number from the previous for sequences.
Yeah. First means I give you this one, and you can figure out the next one based on what I gave you next. So if I know that the sheet is 7,
What do you think the
and I know I add
definitions are?
7 to that, then I'm going to get 14.
Huh?
But I don't necessarily have a rule for finding the 100th one. And I'm going to add 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7
That
plus
sounds
7.
wrong.
Got the microphone. There's a microphone right there. Microphone? Microphone.
What do you guys know? Here's everything you're saying.
What?
Here's everything you're saying.
That's good.
Hi.
How's it going, Mr. Microphone?
You have to find one to be able to find the next one.
The most unproductive class.
No, we're plenty productive. We just sound like we're not.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to look at Justin's definition real quick.
So, I think for the definition, you're going up by 3.
All right, so Justin says a linear function is an equation with only one output for the input.
That's good.
We agree with that? That's what a function is?
I just wrote something.
Okay, and what makes it linear? Because this one's about the linear function. So he's right about function.
Because it's going up by the exact same number. Like if it's going up by 3s, like it is in the table, it's not changing like 3, 2, 3. It's 3, 3, 3 the whole time.
Okay, you want to go add that to it? It goes up by a constant number. So I need you to add that to your definition. So get up there and do it. All right, then for the arithmetic sequence, he has a linear function with outputs that have a common difference. What do we think?
We'll have to add to it?
Oh, I don't know. Patricia, would you tell him what he needs to add to it?
When it goes up by
Hang on a sec. Yeah.
I just have a question, like, isn't the sequence and a function, or like, the other one, aren't they like kind of similar in a way? Because they're both kind of the same, they're just explaining different things. Like a function and a sequence. Because like, it's saying the same thing, but just in a different way.
Okay, what do you guys think about that? Talk to the elbow partner. Are a sequence and a function pretty much the same thing, just in a different way? Brian, you gotta take that. Okay, so I need the two of you talking with each other here. Are the sequence and, oh, you weren't here.
Yeah, she wasn't here.
So, explain to her what you understand.
The sequence and the function, they're exactly the same thing. I use both 2, 4, 6, 8. They both go up by a constant rate and have a common difference and stuff like that. And I don't really like microphones near me.
The output could
I don't know what to say anymore because I just explained it.
Same output, but you're just finding a common
functions can be 25, and it has